This lecture is about review of atomic physics. Okay, you might know the basics of atomic physics or atom. Okay, but this is the part of the syllabus, and we have to revisit these things. Okay, and maybe for uh, diploma students, it may be some new terminologies are there. Okay, as all of you know, sorry, I will first select the pointer. Okay, all of you know that all matter is composed of unit particles called atoms. Okay, all matters, okay, everything around us, like including us, okay, are made of atoms. And atom consists of relatively heavy positively charged nucleus. Okay, at the center of atom there is a nucleus, okay, which constitutes protons and neutrons, and a number of much lighter negatively charged electrons orbiting around the nucleus. Okay, so if you see the diagram here, okay, at the center, again I will select pen, sorry. At the center of any atom there is a nucleus, there is a nucleus, okay, and this nucleus constitutes what? A proton and neutron. Okay, and some electrons which are negatively charged, are orbiting around the nucleus. Okay, protons are having positive charge, neutrons are chargeless. Okay, they have no charge. Okay, same information is given here. The nucleus consists of protons and neutrons, which together are called nucleons. Okay, remember, nucleons means what? Protons plus neutrons. Protons are positively charged, while the neutrons are electrically neutral. They have no charge. The electrical charge on proton is equal in magnitude, but opposite in sign to that of electron. Okay, the magnitude of the charge on proton and electron are the same, but their sign is different. Okay, proton having positive sign and the electron charge having negative sign. The atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Okay, since the number of protons is equal to number of electrons in orbit. Okay, number of protons is equal to number of neutrons, and the number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and the neutrons are chargeless. Okay, means what? Number of charge, okay, or magnitude of charge of protons is equal to magnitude of charge of electrons. Okay, means what? Magnitude of positive charge is equal to magnitude of negative charge, means they will balance each other. So the atom in whole, okay, is a chargeless, it is a neutral. Okay, here some uh, atomic structures of some uh, elements are given. Okay, this is the atomic structure of hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen has one electron, okay, only one electron, and its nucleus has only proton. Hydrogen is the only element which does not have a neutron. Okay, remember. Helium, whereas helium has two protons, two neutrons, and obviously electrons, two electrons. Okay, number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Okay, in every case. In case of lithium, okay, there are three protons, four neutrons, and three electrons. In case of carbon, okay, there are six protons and six neutrons, and number of electrons are equal to 6. Okay, by mistake, I think the chemical symbol of carbon is wrong. Okay, it must be capital C. Okay, it should be capital C. The number of protons in the nucleus is called atomic number. Okay, remember, in exam or in mid-sem exam, okay, there may be a MCQ, okay, regarding this. Okay. What is a number of protons? Okay, it is known as what? Atomic number, and it's denoted by symbol Z. Okay, number of protons is nothing but what? Atomic number. And total number of nucleons. Nucleon means what? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Okay, in the nucleus, it's called mass number A. Is called as what? Mass number A. A is equal to mass number A is equal to P plus N, protons plus neutrons. Okay, remember, Z is equal to number of protons Np, and A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Nuclear symbols are written, or chemical symbols are written conventionally as, okay, they can be represented like this, okay, or this, where X is a chemical symbol. Okay, for example, X, Z, A, where A denotes what? Mass number. It is a mass number. Okay, mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons, whereas Z denotes atomic number. It denotes atomic number, which is equal to number of protons. Okay, remember. Okay, which what most of the time A is always greater than Z. Okay, anyone have doubt? काय डाऊट आहे का आतापर्यंत? म्हणजे थोडंफार बेसिक आहे आणि हे घ्यावं लागणार. आज लेक्चरला फक्त एवढंच होईल. ठीक आहे, नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला टाइप्स ऑफ रिएक्टर्स होईल. Most of the, again I will change to laser pointer. Most of the weight of atom is concentrated in nucleus. Okay, the radius of nucleus is of the order of 10 raised to 16 meter, and that of the atom is 10 raised to minus 11 meter. It is in meter. The weight of neutron, the weight of proton is much higher than that of the weight of the electron. Okay, for example, I think 1800 times, okay, bigger than the electron. The mass of proton is 1800 times that of the mass of electron. Okay, approximately. The masses of three primary atomic subparticles are, okay, the mass of neutron is equal to 1.008665 AMU. Okay, AMU is nothing but what? Atomic mass unit, which is equal to 1.674 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Whereas the proton mass is equal to 1.007277 AMU, that is 1.673 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Whereas the mass of electron, which is very small as compared to mass of neutron and proton, equal to 0.0005486 AMU, which is equal to 9.109 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. The one atomic mass or 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Okay. If you divide this number MP by ME, you can get by how much amount MP is greater than ME. Okay. Next is the isotopes. Okay, isotopes means what? Atoms with nuclei having same number of protons have similar chemical and physical properties, but they differ mainly in their masses. Okay, means what? Number of protons are same, but the number of neutrons are different. Okay, as we studied here, okay, mass number is equal to what? Number of protons plus neutrons. Okay, it is different for uh, same chemicals. Okay, but the number of uh, protons are same. Okay, number of protons are same, but number of neutrons are different, so the number of mass number is different. Okay, as the number of protons are same, their chemical and physical properties are similar. Okay, they have given the example. For example, deuterium, okay, often called heavy hydrogen, is an isotope of hydrogen. Okay, the chemical symbol of hydrogen is 1H1. Okay, has a nucleus composed of one proton. Okay, this one denotes what? Subscript 1 denotes atomic number. Okay, which is equal to number of protons equal to 1, and superscript 1, okay, on the head of H, okay, is denotes what? A mass number, means what? Addition of number of protons and neutrons. Okay, hydrogen has no neutron. Okay, so the mass number is equal to atomic number. Has a nucleus composed of one proton, no neutron, and one electron. That is, Z is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1. Z is nothing but what? Atomic number, and A is nothing but what? Mass number. It is the only atom that has no neutron. Whereas deuterium, which has similar chemical and physical properties that of the hydrogen, its chemical symbol is 1H2. Okay, has one proton. Okay, mass number, sorry, atomic number is 1, means what? There is one proton, and atomic number is 2, means what? There is a one neutron as well, means what? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 in its nucleus, and one orbital electron. That is, atomic number Z is equal to 1 and mass number A is equal to 2. या सगळ्या टर्मिनॉलॉजीला थोडंसं यूज टू व्हायला हवं, थोडंसं जम्बलिंग आहे. ओके, वाचल्यानंतर एक दोन वेळेला व्यवस्थित कळेल. When combined with oxygen, ordinary hydrogen and deuterium form ordinary water H2O. Okay, when hydrogen, okay, this hydrogen 1H1, this hydrogen and oxygen combines, they will form a ordinary water H2O, which we drink. And when deuterium 1H2 combines with oxygen, it will form heavy water. Okay, D2O respectively. Okay, when 1H1 combines with oxygen, it will form H2O, which we drink. And when 1H2 combines with oxygen, it will form D2O, heavy water. Similarly, a natural uranium also has isotopes. Okay, also has isotopes. One is the uranium 232. Sorry, uranium 238. Okay, 238. It's a mass number. Means what? Number of protons plus number of neutrons in uranium 238 is equal to 238, which forms 99.282%. Okay, uranium found naturally on Earth, whereas uranium 235 is just 0.712%, and uranium 234 is around 0.006%. Okay, the uranium used in reactor, okay, it must be of the form uranium 235. Okay, uranium 235, which is what? This uranium which is found on Earth, it is enriched. Okay, it is enriched by synthesis process, and it is converted into uranium 235, which is used in nuclear reactors. The atomic number of all these uraniums, uranium 238, 235, 234, is 92. Okay, atomic number is 92 means what? Number of protons in all these three cases equal to 92, but number of neutrons are different. Okay, when you subtract 92 from 238, you will find number of neutrons in uranium 238. Similarly, you can calculate number of neutrons in uranium 235 and uranium 234. Okay. Many isotopes do not appear in nature and are synthesized in laboratory or in nuclear reactors. Okay. Okay. Then what is the difference between chemical and nuclear reaction or chain reaction? Okay. A chemical reaction, okay, the example given here, atoms are combined or separated in chemical reaction. For example, when carbon is added with oxygen, it forms CO2. Okay. C plus O2 is equal to CO2. It is a chemical reaction. Okay. In chemical reactions, although the molecules change, each atom participates as a whole and retains its identity. Okay, means what? When carbon is added with oxygen, the CO2 is formed. Okay, new molecule CO2 is formed, which has different characteristic. Okay, than that of the carbon and oxygen. Okay, individually. But in CO2 also, when we study C only or O2 only, it has the same atomic structure. The atomic structure is not going to change. Okay, each atom participated in as a whole and retains its identity. Its identity is not going to change. It means carbon will have same mass number, will have same atomic number. Means what? Its number of protons, number of neutrons is not going to change. Okay, what is changed here? Only the valence electrons are shared or exchanged. Okay, here in forming the CO2, the electrons in carbon and oxygen are shared or exchanged. The nuclei do not change. Okay, nuclear structure is not going to change. Okay, number of protons in oxygen, number of protons in carbon remains same. In a chemical reaction, the number of atoms of each element in the products is equal to number in the reactants. Okay, I will show. In this reaction, CO2 is a product. Okay, C and O2 are the reactants. Okay, what it states, the number of atoms of each element in the products is equal to number in the reactants. Okay, here one is the carbon. Okay, one is the oxygen. Okay, and in the product also there is a one carbon and one O2. Okay, okay, means what? The number of atoms in each side of the reaction of this equation are same. That cannot be changed. But in nuclear reaction, the nuclear structure is going to change. In nuclear reactions, okay, I will again change to laser pointer. In nuclear reactions, the products do not have the reactant nuclei, but some other nuclei. Okay, when the particular element goes through chain reaction or nuclear reaction, its nucleus is going to change. Okay, its nuclear structure is going to change. The number of protons, number of neutrons, that is mass number and atomic number, is going to change. Okay, when number of protons is changed, then the element is not the same as the earlier. Okay, it is changed to a new element. The number of nucleons, okay, nucleons means what? Number of protons and electrons, sorry, number of protons and neutrons in the products are the same as those in the reactants. Okay, here the number of atom or type of atom may be changed, that is type of element may be changed. Okay, but the chain reaction is balanced by the number of nucleons on the either side of the equation. Okay, for example, if ABCD represent chemical symbols, the corresponding nuclear reaction may be written as, okay, Z1A1 means what? The atomic number of element A is Z1. Okay, means the number of protons is equal to Z1, and the mass number is A1. That is, number of protons and number of neutrons is equal to A1, plus Z2BA2 gives after chain reaction gives, or nuclear reaction gives, new elements Z3CA3 plus Z4DA4. Okay, if you observe here, okay, the Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z3 plus Z4. Okay, and A1 plus A2 is equal to A3 plus A4. Okay, this is what these chain reactions, you can say that it is balanced by the number of protons, okay, on either side of this reaction are the same, or the mass number on either side of this uh, equation is the same. Okay, but the elements are not going to be same. A is not equal to C, B is not equal to D. Okay, any one of these elements are not the same. Okay. That is the basic difference between the chemical and nuclear reaction. In chemical reaction, nuclear structure, that is number of protons, number of neutrons, is not going to change, but in nuclear reaction they changes. The mass, this next term is the mass defect, which is very important. Okay, if we consider the operation of the nuclear reactor, okay, the mass defect which is going to be changed into energy. What is mass defect? The sum of masses of protons and neutrons that comprise the nucleus, okay, comprise means that forms the nucleus, exceeds the mass of atomic nucleus. Okay, suppose we consider a particular atom and we weight its nucleus, okay, and if we individually takes the addition of weights of protons and neutrons in the same nucleus, okay, what happens? The mass of protons and neutrons is observed that greater than the mass of nucleus of the same atom. Okay, and this difference is in the mass is called mass defect. Okay, and this mass defect may be extra energy associated with the neutron. Okay, and this mass defect is going to be converted into energy. Okay, do you get it? एखाद्या ऍटम मधले आपण त्याचा न्यूक्लियस जो आहे त्याचा मास कॅल्क्युलेट केला, त्याचा किती मास आहे तो कॅल्क्युलेट केलेला असेल, आणि पुन्हा त्या न्यूक्लियस मधले जे काही इंडिव्हिज्युअल प्रोटॉन्स आहेत, सगळे जे काही समजा 7 प्रोटॉन्स आहेत, 8 न्यूट्रॉन्स आहेत, त्या इंडिव्हिज्युअल प्रोटॉन्स आणि न्यूट्रॉनचे मास जे आहे त्यांची ऍडिशन घेतली तर काय आलं पाहिजे? सेम आलं पाहिजे ना. मात्र ज्या ठिकाणी मास डिफेक्ट असतो त्या ठिकाणी मात्र हे सेम असत नाही. ओके, सगळ्या प्रोटॉनची सगळ्या न्यूट्रॉनचे मासची ऍडिशन केली तरी थोडीशी जास्त दिसते त्या पर्टिक्युलर न्यूक्लियसची मास जर आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केलं तर त्याच्यापेक्षा थोडंसं जास्त दिसतं. ओके, हे किती पर्सेंट जास्त असतं? बाय द अमाउंट मास डिफेक्ट. ओके ओके, मीन्स व्हॉट? द मास ऑफ न्यूक्लियस plus mass defect is equal to mass of all protons and neutrons. Okay, the mass defect delta m is found by adding up all individual particle weights and subtracting the actual mass of the atom. Okay, then we will find out the mass defect. The mass defect is converted to energy in a nuclear reaction as given by Einstein's law. Okay, Einstein gives the equation, this equation, delta is equal to delta m into c square. Okay, after this after when Einstein formed this equation, after this invention of this equation, the era of nuclear energy started. Okay, and man was able to create first atomic bomb, okay, which is America dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He found this for creating abundant energy, but men use it for other purpose, for war. Next is the binding energy. Okay, the elements or the what you can the elementary particles present in the nucleus, okay, that is protons and neutrons, are stick together, okay, by an energy called as binding energy. The energy associated with the mass defect is known as binding energy of the nucleus. It acts as a glue which binds the protons and neutrons together in the nucleus. If the binding energy is low, then we can say that the neutrons may came out of the atom, okay, atom nucleus, okay. And if the binding energy is high, then it is impossible to split the atom. Higher the binding energy per nucleon, higher the stability of the nucleus. Stability is higher means what? The neutron and protons are stick together. Okay, in any case, means what? They are stable. The most stable elements like iron, cobalt, nickel are in the intermediate mass number. Okay, if we draw the graph of, okay, the graph is given in the book of Pekenak also. The graph of as the binding energy increases, okay. For example, if we draw the graph according to mass number or atomic number of the elements, okay, this graph suppose shows atomic number, sorry, atomic or mass number, okay, anyone, atomic or mass number. Most of the time it is taken as a mass number, not the atomic number. And the y-axis is the binding energy, okay. For lighter elements, here hydrogen lies, here helium is there, okay, and here highest part is the iron, cobalt, nickel is there, okay. And if we proceed further, okay, for heavy elements like uranium, okay, uh, thorium, their binding energy is again going to decrease. Means what? The stable elements are intermediate elements, okay. They are intermediate elements. As we number of protons and neutrons increases, the binding energy is going to decrease again. The elements of low mass number are fused together. It would lead to more stable elements. 1 minute. Okay, means what? Hydrogens Hydrogen is having the low mass number. It has only one proton, okay. Means what? The elements with low binding energy, okay, and which are lighter in nature can be fused together. They can fuse together to form a heavier element, okay, intermediate elements, to go towards stability, okay. And but if we go if we consider the heavy elements, okay, to come to stability, these elements may split, okay. They may emit neutrons to come to stability, okay. Means what? The lighter elements, if they want to approach the stability, they have to fuse together, whereas the uh, whereas the heavier element has to split the neutrons to come to stable region, okay. 1 minute, actually, laser pointer, I have to select the laser pointer, okay. The elements of low mass number are fused together, it would lead to more stable elements, whereas the elements of higher mass number are less stable, and if they are fissioned, okay, means when they split electrons, they would form elements of less mass number which are more stable, okay. Thus light isotopes like hydrogen, deuterium, and so on are good for fusion, okay. fusion reactions, while the heavier isotopes like uranium are suitable for fission reactions. Okay, because every element wants a stable structure. Okay, stable atomic structure. Okay, if hydrogen wants stable atomic structure, it must be fused. Okay, whereas uranium has to split it. Okay, must undergo fission to come under stable region. It was found that the nucleus of even type, okay, means what? For example, uranium 92 to 38. Okay, its atomic number is 92. That is, it is a even numbered atomic number. Also, its mass number is 238. Also, it is a even number. Means what? It is a even type. It was found that nucleus of even type having even number of protons and even number of neutrons are very stable. Okay, therefore uranium 92 to 38 atom having 92 protons and 146 neutrons is quite stable. Okay, and requires very high energy neutrons for fission, whereas uranium 92 to 35, okay, this is the odd number, 235 atom having 92 protons, it has 92 protons and 143 neutrons, can be fissioned even by low energy neutrons. Okay, so uranium 235 is used in nuclear reactor. Okay, because the binding energy related to it is very small as compared to uranium 238. The next terminology is radioactive decay. Okay, when uh, heavier elements emit some matter, okay, matters like neutrons, neutrinos, alpha, beta, gamma radiations, means what? They are going under radioactive decay. Their mass is going to decay. Most isotopes that occur in nature are stable, but some isotopes of heavy elements like thallium, lead, bismuth, and all isotopes of heavier elements starting with polonium are not stable. That is, their binding energy per nucleon is very small, and they emit radiation till a more stable nucleus is reached. Okay, every element wants stable nuclear structure, so in order to come under stable region, it should decay. Means what? It should emit extra energy or extra elementary particle, okay, by radiating. Okay, means what? They emit radiation till a more stable nucleus is reached. Thus, a spontaneous disintegration. Okay, the emission of radiations is nothing but what? Or disintegration. Disintegration means what? Loss of energy or loss of mass. Thus, a spontaneous integration process. Spontaneous means what? उत्स्फूर्तपणे आतूनच होतं ते, इनहरंटलीच होऊन जातं. इंटिग्रेशन प्रोसेस कॉल्ड रेडिओ decay, naturallyच होतं. Radioactive decay occurs. The resulting nucleus is called daughter. हे रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिके झाल्यानंतर जे काही नवीन इलेमेंट मिळतोय त्याला म्हणतात डॉटर इलेमेंट. अँड द ओरिजिनल न्यूक्लियस इज कॉल्ड द पॅरंट न्यूक्लियस. जो ओरिजिनली होता तो म्हणजे पॅरंट झाला. द डॉटर प्रोडक्ट मे बी स्टेबल ऑर रेडिओएक्टिव्ह. जो नवीन इलेमेंट तयार होतोय तो मे बी स्टेबल असू शकतोय, मग तिथून पुढे रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिके होणार नाहीये. आणि समजा तो अनस्टेबल असेल तर ऑब्व्हियसली रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिके अजून होत राहणार. Naturally occurring radioisotopes emit alpha particles, beta particles, gamma radiation, or they undergo positron decay. They will emit positron. Orbital electron absorption may be there, that is K capture, and they also emit neutrons and neutrinos. Okay, we in next lecture we will see what is positron and neutrinos. Okay. Okay, next lecture we will see unit of radioactivity. Okay, if anyone have doubt, okay, Ajay, please take snapshot of present. I think 27 present students are present. Ajay, please.